one day I realized that I had so many spare parts laying around I could put a whole vehicle together. We had the Suzuki Samurai here. It started out as something that Lightning Conversion put together for us. Now Lightning Conversion, they're a company that takes these Samurais and they put Chevy engines in them. And we called it the Pocket Rocket. And I wanted to turn it into a really lightweight rock crawler. Based on that 4.3 Vortec Lightning Conversion kit was already in it.
Hey Richard, what trail are we doing today?
It's called Double Sami.
You're driving a Sami.
Why? Yes, I am.
Does that make it like triple Sami?
There's several challenges to a Suzuki Samurai build. The frame dives down in the front. I cut the frame off right where it's level. There's about 1 inch where it's actually level. I put tube supports in, and then I just stuck square tubing on those, and I made it really far out so I have room. I could put the bumper wherever I want. I just removed all the fenders and I cut the vehicle in half. So I get all the wheel travel I want. I knew up front I wanted to build a triangulated 4-link suspension with air shocks with this light of a rig. But I didn't really know where to begin. I had takeoff JK axles, wheels, and tires from some of our tour vehicles. I just rolled the axles kind of where I want them underneath of the frame. I took some JK long arms off of Terraflex long arm kit, and I kind of just held them up there to see what brackets kind of matched to what brackets with what control arms I had laying around. The JK bracket with the long arm Terraflex lift kit matched right up to where the shackles go on the frame of a Samurai. I had a 115-inch wheelbase on the dock. That's kind of what I was shooting for. I ended up finding a couple sets of Fox shocks. I went with a 2.5 in the front and a 2.0 in the rear. I have the upper control arms in a V outwards, and I have the lower control arms in a V inwards. Not as drastic as the uppers, but it's still enough to hold the vehicle going down the road straight. This vehicle actually drives very phenomenally well down the road. I have chosen to put a sway bar on the rear only. That way it frees up the front with all the steering and everything, but gives me just enough to where I don't roll over and flop around everywhere. We have the full hydraulic PSC, Power Steering Company ram, okay? This has been a phenomenally well placed item on this vehicle, where the suspension goes straight up and down instead of a half circle. Because I do not have that track bar, this is a necessity to keep the vehicle from getting bump steer. So far, I think it's doing pretty good. Still haven't fully tested it to its limits. I think I did pretty good.